I know where you're going. you try to go viral, right? Yeah. If I respond, you know we're going viral, right?
I know, right?
You know what? The only way I would consider is to coach my son. Not son. No. Sons. Okay.
I think we're going to go viral with that.
Yeah.
So that's not a no.
Well, I love Colorado. Now, I love my Buffaloes. I love everything that we're building. I love everything that we're doing. And I love Boulder, Colorado. I do.
All right, man. Let's talk about, excuse me, my nose running. What Deion Sanders just said. Y'all heard him. Said that only way he consider going to coach in the NFL if a team draft both his sons. This after numerous times saying he wasn't going to the NFL, he wasn't coaching grown men. So, I mean, check out the NFL playlist, College Sports Talk playlist. And this is probably why, it's probably one of the uphill battles for him recruiting-wise. You don't know if he want to stay or go. Now, I made that video talk about he need to let his son go, Shador, and let him go be a man and go on his journey by himself. You know, and he says son, so Shiloh and Shador, a team draft both of them. Do I have a problem with that? No, if that's the way he want to leverage, that's fine. We seen, you know, other leverages in the NFL. Archie leveraged Eli not to go to lost to the Chargers. So I don't have an issue with it, but and I understand people change their mind, but you know, people got mad at me and I told him he need to let Shador be a man. And I did that video. Oh man, I don't know why you act like none of y'all even know what being a man is. You know, and that's why when you see men, they so easily to throw a young man on the street out their house because they know that's the way he gonna learn, by going out there and, you know, getting it on their own. With the daughters, they're a little bit different. You can stay here because they know how dangerous it is, but they know that most guys is gonna figure it out and they gonna swim more than they sink. And at that point, yeah, it's time to let them go. It's time to let him go be a man. You know, at this point, he has to forge his own identity and not just, oh, I need Deion, or Deion, and, you know, be your own man. Go out there and prove that you're a top quarterback. Prove you a top tier person. You know, at some point, everybody, you know, got to just, you know, take the training wheels off and let it roll. But, you know, that's, you know, the deal. That's the deal. I think he's proven to be a really good coach at Colorado. They've proven that he beat no ranked teams. It's a process. You don't go from zero to hero. Not even in the most animes. You know, there's a process. So a lot of people need to understand the process of a college program, especially with the NIL and pretty much the transfer portal. You ain't going to just turn that franchise around in one season. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. I just hate to break that to y'all. They don't happen that way. So, but that's what you're dealing with Deion. You don't know if he going to stay, he going to go. He got the health issues. You know, and most people feel like he took the Jackson State job for his son, even though he told the story where he told his son that, you know, you go do your own thing. I don't want you basically saying I'm responsible if you don't make it. And I respect that. And eventually, his son and him had a deal. His son was going to FAU, Florida Atlantic University, to play with Willie Tiger when he was the head coach. He said that's where he felt comfortable. I seen the interview he did with Cam and Mace. And, you know, eventually he chose to go with his dad to Jackson State. You know, he followed his dad from Jackson State to Colorado. And obviously, I think, you know, like it or not, his dad said he didn't want his son to play nowhere cold. But I think ideally the spot for him was the Giants. And everybody said, oh, yeah, you know, the Giants should just, you know, they can get Shador and they can get Deion. And nigga, they got a whole coach. He ain't a bad coach. He just ain't had no quarterback. People said the same thing about Antonio Pierce. So, you know, my whole thing is let that boy go. You know, oh, that'll be sweet and that'll be like y'all living in a fantasy world, man. It's not a book. You know, this is real life situations. Let him go. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think it's more about leverage than somebody drafting Shiloh. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not sure if he an NFL caliber player. So, but honestly, I mean, he always leaving that door open. So if you that quarterback, what's his name, Julian Newman, you probably got another school on the hotline. Like, okay, this dude leave, then I'm gone. But, you know, really, where the opening's gonna come. So, is anybody gonna move up and get Shador? And is Tennessee gonna be willing to move down? Is Cleveland gonna be willing to move down? That's the $1 million question. I think the Giants might be 3 or 4, or the Patriots might be 3, Giants might be 4, Raiders might be 5 or 6, or something like that, with Tennessee and Cleveland beating off. So that's the thing about it. I don't think Stefanski going nowhere in Cleveland. Possibly Tennessee Titans coach could be going somewhere. I think that was his first year. You know, the Raiders move up, but they go to the Las Vegas. I mean, that's very, very interesting. You know, but I don't know. But honestly, you know, a lot of people knew Deion would pull this trick. I think his tenure at Colorado was probably more about his sons. So if he able to get to the league and the Raiders got a plan to move up and get Shador, you know, Shiloh, that's easy to get. If they got a plan to move up and get Shador, that's what's about, you know, that's the plan. So charge it to the game. I mean, I don't make me no difference, no way. So I'm not a Raider fan. I don't hate the Raiders. You know, I'm not a Titan fan, but I guess it's good for the planes be flying low as hell. You know, I guess it's good for the NFL. But, you know, Deion, you know, seemed like his heart in the right place, but a lot, you know, sometimes he just seemed disingenuous. That's a helicopter. That's why that shit sounded so loud, so low. It seemed like he disingenuous. Like, oh yeah, look, I'm gonna be here, and then you say, oh nah, you know, like, let's keep it funky. I think I'm not saying this is, you know, what it is, but I think the majority of people feel like he just came to college to coach his sons, and that was it. That's it. You know, and when they done, he gonna find a way to get out of there, with or without the NFL. Nobody feel like he gonna stay in Boulder. How much you want to bet? He ain't gonna stay in Boulder. That's what I feel. I don't feel like he gonna stay there. He ain't really stayed too many places in his NFL career for a long ass tenure. He went from Atlanta, San Francisco, Dallas, Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he ain't gonna stay there. He gonna find a way out of that motherfucker too. You know? So that's just my opinion. I like Deion, but he just come off as, you know, disingenuous about this, and I think a lot of people feel like he just there for his son. And I ain't nothing wrong with it. Do it. So, yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Join the Patreon. Peace.